All right, folks. Kent Ketter, Elves, Hot Takes, Match 3, brought to you by Cardhoarder. Let's do this. Another die roll. Ooh. Okay. So, we're going to keep it. It's probably where we get punished. Don't really care. Seems great. Just going to go very wide. I'm going to cast my favorite elf, though, of the Mystic variety first. And then we'll probably go like Elves, Nettle Sentinel, or something like that. Might go straight up to the Mystics. I'm not really sure. We'll see what our opponent presents. Hard to be too disappointed with the draw like this, though, as long as we have something to pay it off. I think this is a draw where you might want the Quarter Calling. Yeah, this will be a fun one. I also think this is a good indicator of, maybe the more reasonable issues you'd run into out of this deck. Okay, so Death Shadow Zoo again. So we're just going to do just about everything we can to go wide here, or do we want to? Yeah. Just going to run 2 of these out there, and then next turn we'll have like double elite if we draw a Heritage Druid, well, something a little bigger. I'm not worried about the turn 2 kill. I think Death Shadow's like a turn 3 or 4 deck at best, not a turn 2 deck. So we get a little setup here. Hopefully enough to propel us into a pretty easy W. No blocks. No blocks. We'll have much blocks later. 6. Okay. 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 Elite. Got it. Elite. Okay. I expect our opponent to have something fairly explosive on this turn. Yeah, it looks like they're setting up for a nice little, So the question is that lethal? No. Oh, wow. They just want to play a game of Battle Jams. So they're just going to try to trade their creatures into ours? I hope they realize I'll make the trade with any of these. As I thought. Let's put a Collected Company into play. Yeah, there we go. Then there. 3, 6. So we actually need to go you again. I actually don't particularly care if our opponent has a singular pump effect. I think we're in good shape for that, to be honest. This should be a good setup for us, though, for our opponent. Okay. Yeah, our opponent's in pretty bad position here. I hope they don't try to attack, or it's going to be a slaughter. Tap a third one, then we're just going to eat. So if we can draw... That'll do it. I want to make x equal to 3. Five. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that'll get a Zuri. That'll pump the squad 5, 10, 15, 20, just more than enough. So I want to bring in the Pass and the Forged Tinder. I do expect our opponent to have some sort of interaction. So let's cut the Ooze, the Rex Sage, and the E-Witness. And just ride these out. I mean, I think the Finks are reasonable, but they honestly feel a little slow here. I feel like maybe this is just a card for burn, but at the same time, do we really have time to be courting? Yeah, we'll submit this. We've got a lot of chump blockers. Our opponent has to combo us to battle through this. So kind of in a good position in this matchup, in my opinion, that if they can't put both all of the creatures they need in play plus the combo to give it trample, they're not going to be able to push through damage very effectively. That's pretty interesting. Quarter calling draw was very good there. Pretty easy win from that. Let's see. So I think you actually have to mulligan a hand like this. 5 lands. And you got to mulligan this one as well. Can't keep this. Yeah, we'll keep this. And we'll put that on bottom, actually. So I think it's a decent critique to want a second 1-drop, but since it's not an Elvish Mystic, I'm not as interested. Because, like, even with this, we can't really cast a whole lot out of our hand. Okay. Well, one bad game of mulligans is okay. Hopefully our opponent doesn't turn to us. Trying to think if there's any real, like, interesting parts of this matchup, but for the most part, it's just put some elves in play and hope it's faster than your opponent putting their combo into play. Their combo can't just be, excuse me, an attacking Death Shadow. It does have to have lifelink and trample in some regard. So that's always nice for us. Yeah, well, that's how we roll. That was a pretty insane draw right there. They know exactly what happened to, which makes it more insane. No bolt. No bolt. No bolt. Okay. We're going to try really hard to live. Don't know if we even block here. So if we don't, they go to 6, 12. No blocks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We hit a 1-mana elf. We'll go with elf. I think we're just dead though. A little too far behind to keep up with this. That's okay though. Put a chump here, take 5. Yep, we're just dead. Alright, let's try to get the same hand. We're on the play. We've got a little bit of an advantage in that we get to... Actually... I'll swap out 1 Mind Sensor here. They are a little mana crazy with their deck. Seems fine. Like, not really a powerful strategy to try to deny them lands, but if, you know, we hit it in our opener and we slam it in response to their fetch, they don't run a lot. Okay, Mold to 5, we lost that one. The other 5 games we played today were hot fire. Combo you. Would you like to play first? Yes. So this hand might be too slow, but I don't really want to mulligan it. Turn 2, we get to play the Spellskite, which should prevent us from getting comboed. Mishra's Bobble's like $20 right now, isn't it? That's crazy. Interesting. So, from here, we're really just kind of hanging out, hoping our opponent doesn't do anything too powerful. Little cage action. So that's why we wanted the restoration thingy. Alright. Let's play out a Spellskite, and then... So you notice I didn't attack there. My thought is getting them closer to a cheap Death Shadow or a powerful Death Shadow is probably not what we want to do. I guess with Spellskite though, it's like reasonable pressure to want to counter back. Just gonna play out this elite. I don't want to run into just about anything here. Trying to get our elf count up to maybe make this Archdruid not so embarrassing. We've got the pieces we need here if we can just hit our 3rd land and kind of get going. I think the first crack we can probably just... Ooh, maybe not. So, 4 cards. No, we let the opponent have it. Yep. Goes to 4. Smart. Please no anger. Okay, a little delve action. That's fine. Oh, that's exactly what we wanted, actually. Green. You. Really sure what they're gonna. Someone cast this green spell. Let us tap these 3. Then we run this out there. So give us a nice untap. Yes. Well, it either kills them or kills us. I think we've got a chump here at least, which is interesting. Yeah, with the Spellskite, I'm not terribly concerned about what our opponent can present. So let's just make sure we get proper blocks in the way and the like. I'm just going to run with this. Most common sweeper. Okay. All right. So, draw the one of hate bullets in Forge Tender and Spellskite, and then you just get to crack them back with the Missouri. It's pretty simple one there. So, Death Shadow's a good matchup, I guess? I mean, you're about the same with a bunch of chump blockers, and they have to combo you like I showed again. I don't really know what to say except get them. Get them. We've had one loss. That was with mulling to 5 and kind of having an anemic one, but we've played 2 Death Shadows decks, which are feel like a great matchup for you. So that was match 3 with Elves on Hot Takes. We got 2 more to go. I'm pretty excited for it. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll be back for match 4 in just a minute. Maybe we'll rattle off our first 5-0. I'd be pretty excited. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in just a bit.